Okay, so y'all, let's have a conversation because I watched two really good YouTube videos where podcasters were interviewing young people. That means people 18 and below. And I think the youngest person was 16, but they said they made their first $500,000 in a month. And I have never, never made that much, period, in 1 year, much alone in a month. The first one that I watched was two young men. I couldn't think of their name. I'm sorry, but I believe I saved it on my playlist on one of my channels. I want to say it's called "Wake Up Your Brain Before It's Too Late." That playlist, and I have y'all apologize for this phone. I have it on the stand, but the stand keeps moving around. It's one of those. I don't need to be moving around, but the young men, they were 16 and 18, and they said one was from Cyprus. I don't know where both of them were from. Cyprus, which is a country outside of Greece. And they talk perfect English, so I guess they speak both English and Greek. I don't know, but they talk perfect English. So they seemed like they were from America, but they said they were from Cyprus, and they was like, we came out of the trenches. We came out of the trenches. We make, and so basically they make videos for Snapchat. And mind you, everybody I know that has a Snapchat, with the exception of a few people that are my age, and that's people that's in their 40s, mid 40s, mid to late. Most of us don't have Snapchat because, we don't want something that's going to delete the next day. You know what I'm saying? From my understanding, I thought Snapchat was a video platform where things delete the next day, or that's the way it was proposed to us, or what we heard. So they was like, yeah, we do videos, upload videos on Snapchat. And I'm thinking, like, I thought Snapchat was just like pictures, maybe short videos where they delete, but they was making it seem like it stays a long time. So I guess Snapchat must have a new feature where you can just, upload videos. The way they were talking is that you have to be invited in. There's some type of portal, because it doesn't actually show up on your feed when you log into Snapchat. That video was so good, y'all. And they were so articulate and confident, and they talk better than people my age and older. I was like, oh, let me learn. And the guy that was interviewing them, he was like, why don't you have a course? And he was like, well, nah, we don't want to do no course. They're making millions of dollars. I'm talking about $500,000 a month. That's crazy, right? I don't even know doctors or lawyers that make that much. Maybe movie stars, and I don't think they consistently make it. But I mean, just imagine that. Like, being somebody my age, I'm like, man, what could I do with $500,000 a month? I could pay off all my bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be chained to the the system. All these things. So that was one, and they had some really. I mean, it was about a 2-hour video, maybe 2.5 hours. But I'm one of those people. I love vlogs. I love podcasts. That's why I have my own channel. I really love listen to other people's stuff, and I'm literally on YouTube all day, like almost at least from 10 hours a day. I don't really watch regular television. I do not watch the traditional ABC, NBC. I can't tell you what time a TV show come on. I know news comes on around 5, 6, maybe 7. I can't tell you what shows are on anymore. I used to. They used to call me Miss TV when I was a little girl. But I think YouTube and all these other platforms, y'all, and let me tell you the truth, full transparency. I have been on YouTube since 2006. So most of you got on YouTube when I was still working at Verizon Wireless when I got on YouTube. I saw it and I was like, most of the stuff on there, wasn't a lot of videos on there. And most of the stuff was like cat videos. And at the time, video phones were becoming popular. And so I took my little, video phones and made, if you go back to my channel and you see where I started. One of my first video, I want to say posted in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was my first, and it was like Welcome to Shackles Off and what it stood for. So if you have time, go back into my videos and go back. I have about 130 some odd videos at this point. This is December of 2023. But and I would have way more than that if I would have known. Y'all, life has been lifing. Like there's, me being a mother and a wife, that's taking precedence over me focusing on building this channel. But I'm saying that because y'all, it's so many young people, and I'm being a teacher. I am a high school teacher. Okay, I would not be a teacher if it wasn't for 2008 real estate market crash, 2007, 2008 real estate market crash. And I want to do a whole video about that because I was just like a lot of people into real estate. I'm actually a realtor. I'm not full-time as a realtor. I have been full-time as a realtor, and that was around that time. And I left my full-time job at Verizon, sold real estate full-time, and then saw the market was crashing, and I went right back into telecom and went to AT&T. And then a year later, I went into teaching. But that's another story for another day. And that's why you see me here, because this is I like being on stage. But I really like to learn more than anything. That's why I call it Shackles Off TV. Take the shackles off your mind and learn something new. Because I don't like to watch canned programmed television. I don't like anybody give me something canned. I'm one of those people, I want to seek knowledge myself. I want to go deeper when I want to go deeper. When I'm mentally ready for it. And like different points in my life, we want to know different things. If it's not going to make me more money, I really don't want to have my ears to the ground to listen to it. I don't know much about sports. I can't tell you. I do know that Alabama won against Georgia yesterday. I do know a few things, but I don't know. You ask me about, I go to basketball games, so I can't tell you who's in the league because I don't follow that. And I don't really watch news. Even though I have a broadcasting degree, I have 4 degrees. My first one is in broadcast journalism. I went to a performing arts school, like I said on previous videos. So I'm comfortable being in front of people. I'm comfortable performing. I know how to turn the light on, right? But I'm listening to these young people, going back to my topic because I jump around, okay? But listen to these young people, y'all, and just being realistic as a teacher. Are we kind of setting these kids up to fail, trying to like push college on them? And mind you, I have 4 degrees, so I'm coming from a real question perspective because I'm looking around and the people that's making the most money are Gen Z when it comes to video creation. Yes, there are people my age that's making good money. But when talking about really going viral, they cracked the code. There's another girl, and I can't tell you her name. I'm still watching the video. I paused the video just to come here and talk to you. Young lady, she's 18. These people have time on their hands that we don't. Right? Their life is not lifing yet. They don't have bills every 30 days. So they have time to really break the code. Now, most students, are they like this? No. Most students are just watchers. They're not creators. I notice even through my own students, I have maybe, and I've taught that, at least over the last 16 years, over 1,000 people, maybe at least 2,000 people, right? And out of all those people, I would say maybe 10% I can see being creators because they had that je ne sais quoi or that confidence to believe they could. But most people, they're just going to watch. Just like on Facebook, when people come to me and say, oh, I saw your pictures, but they don't never like my picture. They don't never comment. I'm like, okay, well, why you didn't like it? Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm sure people watching my video and they don't want me to know. They want to be secret agents. It's crazy. I understand that you don't want to be part of the algorithm, but then you're hurting people like me from being able to come here and talk to you and get more people to see me when you don't like, comment, or subscribe. And people like the young lady, they understand how to dive into data analytics. Like, you have to be passionate about that. I always tell my students, learn about data science and analytics. It sounds boring, but that's how the internet works, y'all. That's how the internet works, right? If you understand machine learning, right? Computers are not new. They've been around for hundreds of years, actually. You really do your research. But it wasn't for consumers until within the last 40 or 50 years. And then it got really popular when it was easier for people to comprehend it with the Windows and Bill Gates with Windows and just all these different technology layers on top of itself, right? So a constant innovations, one thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. That's why you have to jump on these platforms when they first start. people like myself, I'm going to jump on something eventually when I mentally have the time. I'm a very active person, in meaning that I have a lot of irons in the fire in different places, a lot of businesses I run. I'm running a lot of programs and competitions for students, and I'm really mentally busy, right? And physically busy. I'm usually driving, you know, but when I'm driving, the beauty of it, there's always, I hate driving. I want to put that out there. I've been driving since I was 16. I'm 46, about to be 47 in a few days, and I absolutely hate. Never liked it. If I can afford to hire a driver, like, once I get my millions, and I don't have millions yet, but it's coming. I believe in Jesus' name, it's coming. I'm calling it down. I'm getting a driver. I am not driving anymore. My husband don't really like to drive, and my son, he drives, but not really. My youngest one, my oldest one doesn't live with me. But I want a driver. I'm gonna have a really nice car and somebody who loves to drive. That is gonna, maybe they live next to me, not far from me. You could just come get my car and take me where I need to go. And wait, and have time to wait. That is a luxury that, hey, when I get the money, I'm going to have. That and a maid. I've had people intermittently come and clean my house, and I know some people say, oh, you could be middle class and have a maid. No, I want to have a maid, like somebody come in daily. Just get me together. Because I'm full of ideas. I just want to create. I'm a creative person. All I want to do is create. I want to be like these teens. And it's so funny because I teach these teens, right? Teens like this, that can nerd out on a thing and really focus on it and make it work. And I'm like, heck, we need to be doing it too. I'm not trying to, I know, I have another at least 13 more years before I can retire, because I started teaching when I was 31 versus 21 when I graduated from college. And I'm like, love teaching. As you can see, I love talking, I love teaching and helping people, but it is mentally taxing and it is very stressful. And, just wanting to teach in a different capacity, like this, like I'm doing with you now. And that's why I love making videos and things. So anyway, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I don't want to hold you too long, but I have saved all of those videos on my channel. I do have several playlists that you might want to dive into. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.